on Facebook. So just say hi to Facebook. They're on already. Okay. We're also on YouTube as well. Welcome to Change Starts With Us Ohio, a Sunday night version. Today we're with Donnell Parker, who is a frequent flyer on our program. Welcome, Donnell.
How you doing, everybody? Glad to be here tonight to share a little situation going on with me.
Right. What's going on? Well, before we get started, some of the people know you and some people don't.
This call is originating from the Ohio Correctional Facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Give us a little background on where you come from and when you got locked up, what the conviction was, and so forth.
Okay, well, I'm Donnell Parker, case number 337574. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. March 1st, 1970, so I'm 50. And I come from the west side of Cleveland. And I'm a graduate of West Tech. I'm here for aggravated murder, aggravated robbery, which I did not commit, and from 1987.
Right, so
in 1996.
Yeah, I got locked up in '87. And I do know how unfair our judicial system is. That we had a speaker this last Saturday at our conference or at a rally, and he was saying 20% nationwide is innocent. So
right.
That's pretty sad. That's a significant number.
Yes, it is. When you boasted 2.5 million people locked up.
Right.
I mean, in America.
Right, and I would say Ohio is probably close between 15 and 20% itself. Not that everybody that claims innocence is, but
Right.
the true people, I bet there's at least 15% in Ohio.
Right.
If not more.
If not more.
Right.
Yeah, and yes, but and I'm diligently fighting for my life at this point. And then I got the integrity unit looking into everything. And we just need, support for people to call the integrity unit, for people to give any type of support that they can.
Well, there's somebody else that the integrity unit's looking at their case, but it's from Akron. But I think that they're being ordered by the state to start reviewing some cases. And I guarantee it's not by our governor, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody else facing Akron, too, huh?
Yeah, so, and it's called an integrity unit. I know one guy in Cuyahoga County that we've been trying to get reviewed down there. In Cuyahoga County, a couple of years ago, we took a guy's packet down to that guy you gave me his.
Originating from the Ohio Correctional Facility and may be recorded and monitored.
We took it down to Torres a couple of years ago, and that was right when Gary Moore fired him from the pro board. So. And really, he, when he was on the pro board, he thought like a prosecutor, and that's why Gary Moore fired him. But we're not gonna say nothing bad about the guy. He's wonderful because you're going up in front of him now.
Right. Well,
No.
Russell Tide, we also dealing with Russell Tide, the prosecutor's office too.
Right.
And he's for civil rights. So we're trying to get everything in front of both of them. Well, one of them should, we could have people call down.
Right.
I gave Torres his phone number there.
Right.
And his email.
Right.
So it's just a lot of when you fight for your life, it's so hard because we're so limited here until we can't do so much.
Right.
And then, people are busy and people are dealing with this COVID-19 and we're dealing with it here now. And we got a lot of things going on where, people are depressed. There's a lot of depression going on. There's a lot of people losing hope, wondering if they're going to make it home to see their families, and then nobody's reaching towards the prisoners, you know what I'm saying, as far as giving moral support. It's just picking up JPEG and looking at guys and just write a kind note of, say, hey, we're thinking about you,
Right.
Because right now, I was looking at, they got us locked in the dorm. It's like, it's kind of bad because, you never know when martial law is going to be activated and they're going to come here and hurt us or what.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of guys are walking around, they got a lot of concerns right now because they don't know if they're going to make it home.
Right. And that's why I'm going to dedicate all my energy towards these interviews to bring awareness on you guys. And the group's going to run itself. We have such an outstanding executive board headed by Candace Racco. And I'm kind of retiring, and I'm just going to be working on the videos. That's something I really like to do.
Right. That'd be great. Because we need all the help that we possibly can get because,
right.
It's just a bad situation. And, this never happened in history, in our lifetime. And, people are scared. They got a lot of guys with 19 years. There's a lot of things going on because they were scared to go to medical because medical is so overstressed. Nobody really know how to deal with this situation.
Yeah. But
it's really bad for us.
Yeah, 10 years ago when I got out, 3 weeks after I got out, I had a heart attack and almost died. They did open heart surgery. So I just made it, but there's so many of you guys that's in there that we got to get out because the population's starting to get older and older and older. And the younger kids are coming in, but you guys are getting older.
Right. It's like the old against the young now.
Yeah,
and they don't understand because we don't supposed to be here.
Right, and if you're like me, I could not handle the kids. If you're like me.
Right. Yes, I am.
So
I'm dealing with it.
Yeah.
They're up all night running and screaming.
It's not our fault that they're young, and it's not their fault. But I tell you, I was 17 when I got locked up, so I was no better, I guess.
Right. With this new wave, it's just a lot of things going on.
Yeah, you got these new gangs in there, like the Heartless Felons that came over from the juvenile system. It's not even a racial gang; it's a gang pretty much against the old people.
Yeah, it's just hurt people,
Yeah, and I don't support any gangs. I mean, when I first got locked up, I joined a gang because that's what kids did when they first got locked up. We didn't support we didn't necessarily support what the gangs supported or believed in. It was just we wanted to feel, that we belonged to something.
Right.
So, Mike.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
But
because we're trying to educate them, but then there's that age gap, where they didn't listen to their mothers and fathers on the streets, so they're not going to listen to a stranger.
No, but I seen how some of these mothers talk to their kids in the stores. Now our president, she does a great job. She's got 5 of her own. Then she has custody of 2 more, so she's got 7 kids.
Wow.
And she has to homeschool them all right now because the schools are closed in Columbus.
Right.
So, well, tell us something good, or tell us how your week has gone.
Well, one thing for sure is that I got a lot of, I have a lot of support, from my family, and everybody's pulling to push me out of this situation. We just need the basic support of the viewers to actually send emails to Peter J. Corrigan, the judge on the case, to Russell Tye at prosecutors.com, HoganCounty.us. His number is 216-443-7755. And Jay Torres at prosecutors.com, HoganCounty.us.
Right.
At 443-7779.
Boy, you got them memorized.
Yeah. Well, I'm so serious about. And then I got my own, I got my Facebook and I got my Instagram, Donnell Parker. And
Tell
I got the message on there.
Yeah, tell your family.
Your page.
Yeah, tell your family to request me on Instagram. It's under James. It's under James Cronenberger.
Okay.
James _Cronenberger.
Okay. Underscore. We write that down.
Yeah, it's the line that's real low is what underscore is. So it's James with the line and Cronenberger. And then our YouTube, we need to get up to 1,000 viewers. Try to pass the word. It is Change Starts With Us, Ohio.
Okay.
This last week we had 25 people, but we need to get 100 people per week. Then we can start doing these videos live.
Yeah.
Then that's exciting. You will be our first person that's going to do an interview when we go live.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be there to support us and push us into the future.
I'm hoping you're out on the street by then. Who knows?
Yes. Well, that's my main thing because
right.
I want to upload everything so people can get a look at what I'm showing them.
Right. And my new Facebook page is Jim Cronenberger. Tell your family to request me there because they keep shutting down my page. They don't like my past. They don't like what we stand for. Then other people started, telling lies about me that I don't.
Ohio Correctional Facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Yeah. And then one guy said I don't like black people, which is not true. I would say 60% of the people. Yeah, 60% of the. I tell you, if my mother thought I did not like black people or Native American, she'd come over here with a ruler, like she used to as a kid. We weren't raised that way.
Right.
So.
Well, you got to understand that people will use anything to try to deflect the message that we're sending.
Well, I use this illustration all the time. I said, well, when you get to heaven and you find out that Christ is Japanese or Chinese or black, are you going to say you don't want to come in and leave? We know he's Jewish, but I was used as an illustration. Are we going to say we don't want to come in? I said no.
1 minute remaining.
You going to call back, brother? Okay, brother. Okay. Donnell Parker's been on our show on a regular basis, but starting next week, we're going to spend a week on different people to do, to interview them, their family members, attorneys, anybody that would let us interview them. I'm really impressed with the clientele that we're getting, people that really do want to go home that are innocent. And I do believe everybody that we have interviewed is innocent. It's just, when their stories never change, that's a good sign that they most likely are innocent. And of course, we always take that chance. I've read a lot of the people's material. I've not read everyone. That's why I let them, explain to you good folks on things, and we just got to get the message out. But it's going to be everyone that's involved to share our YouTube. Let us get up to 1,000 people on our YouTube channel, subscribers. Then we can start going live. And it's going to be exciting because we are going to be set up and we will do videos twice, maybe 3 times a week. We have a podcast already. It's on Anchor. It's Change Starts With Us, Ohio. And, so tune into that. We're on Spotify as well.
Hello. This call is from a corrections facility and
he's
is
back
subject
now.
to
This is
monitoring
Donnell
and
Parker.
recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Oh, okay, Donnell, you're back on.
Okay. So what we need to, our main thing, like when we're doing positive here, we're doing our arson crafts. We're making model cars. Well, they have a Wii game here. I'm not, I'm a little bit old to be playing the Wii.
Wow.
And, we hold church in the dorm. We're trying to do positive things.
What do you think? Do you think if we send you our logo, do you think someone would volunteer and paint it?
Yeah.
I'll send you our logo, okay, brother?
Okay. So
Okay.
the logo, we'll make something out of wood, and we'll paint something for it.
You're awesome. You're awesome. And we're thinking about having an art show in spring, and hopefully we'll be over the COVID-19. We raised over almost $400 on Facebook last week. That's going towards our 501c3. And of course, we had to get ink and paper and JPay stamps. We get about 50 JPays from you good folks a week. Sometimes I don't respond back to everyone if it's not vital, just because we have to cut corners too. Like you see, I don't respond back to you, but I talk to you on the phone.
Right, of course.
If it's important now, I will.
Get my message across.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Right, and we're going to start getting people like you to send a picture and a brief summary on your case so we can put it on our website. But give me about a week before you do that. We got two people on there.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
My friend Karen from Paths is doing it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Karen works on the pro board issues.
Oh, yeah?
Great. Great lady. She knows her stuff. And that's always been my passion, but we started the wrongful convictions because our board members all were wrongfully convicted, and I never really had that passion. But when I started seeing and hearing firsthand what is happening, we got to change the system.
Yeah, because we're languishing in here.
Right.
I mean, we're languishing here because, this guy that's poor that can't afford to have a great defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Justice delayed is justice denied.
Hey, I like that. I like that because that's going on one of our signs. Next time you JPay me, send me some sayings for signs. We have a protest coming up in Cleveland on the 19th. We changed it to the 19th, which is a Saturday of September.
Right.
At the Justice Center.
My brother and people there.
Yeah, and it's the 19th now. It's Saturday, from 1 to 3:30 p.m. at the Justice Center.
Yeah, because his judge, he needs to be shouted out. And Peter J. Corrigan.
Wasn't he the prosecutor at one time?
No, he was. His father was a prosecutor.
Okay.
But he's a judge.
Right.
He's my judge, Peter J. Corrigan. And
I've heard things about him. Yeah.
Yeah, so many of them until they've been over the whole County for decades.
Right. But we're going to need him to review your case, so we don't want to be too hard on him until the time is needed.
Right. I really want to just have people just get it, let them know that somebody cares,
Right.
It's the main thing. See, when people know that, when they feel like nobody.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Or that nobody cares for you, it's like we're casting our voices in the wind, and without the support behind us, and without people saying something about these injustices.
Right.
There's nothing that can be done on our behalf because we can't do it from here. We're very limited just with the phone, and that's it.
Right.
It's just we need, like a lot of things that we need is just free.
Right.
Free. Like somebody to say something and say, what about this guy? What's going on with it? Have information. If these allegations that he's making in these briefs are these true? You know what I'm saying? We need all the support that we possibly can
Right.
get. Because when you're fighting for your life and you're innocent and you don't have any money, it's like people ask me, well, why haven't I given up in 24 years? Because I don't have nothing else. This is all I got. So I have to see it through. And
Right.
stand tall on everything
Right. And like Jeffrey Deskovic, who was our speaker on Saturday, stated, last Saturday, he said that you're going to want to look over everything your attorney does to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to. And if you stop fighting for your innocence, the next break could have been the one that would have let you free. So you can never give up.
True. That's true. And it's totally true because Isaiah did 44 years here. And he told me every day he was going home for 24 years. And he went home in March.
Well, they just released a guy, I think it was 40-some years he was locked up. They just released him innocent. They proved his innocence.
Right. And this is what's going on in Ohio at the moment. It's a lot of, and if these guys would have stopped fighting, they wouldn't be home at the moment.
Right.
You got to be diligent. You have to be a fighter to see yourself through this.
Right.
People tell me, okay, you're wasting all your staff, you're wasting all your state pay, sending paperwork to all these organizations, to the courts, and they don't understand that, when you've been wrongfully convicted, until nothing will get in your way.
Right.
Nothing will stop your fight. And I'm fighting with everything I got in me, and this guy's here with me fighting.
Well, you gotta fight. I mean, nobody's gonna fight the way you would, and that's why this protest coming up on September 19th in Cleveland, Ohio. We need your family there. We will probably rent a car because Candace has been doing a lot of driving for us, and that's a lot of wear and tear on her vehicle. And when you have 7 kids as she does, 5 of her own, and she's got custody of 2 more. It's a lot. She has to have a vehicle.
Right.
Right. So. Yeah. We don't want no money ever from inmates, but any family members that ever want to donate, they can. They could send the money directly to our main address. And I'll send you all the information. Huh?
We're definitely going to get behind that because that's the only way the organization can keep going. We got to have funding.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. You figure every time you go to meetings, you have to pay for parking. Gas. I even bought a cup of coffee. You don't buy food with any of the group's money, but say if we meet a legislator someplace for something to eat, then we'll pay with them. Last Saturday night, we took we didn't. He ended up paying for himself, but we went out to eat with our speaker.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
So.
It was nice.
Right.
Okay.
I am going to ask him for his address, and I'll give it to you.
Okay.
He's an attorney now, too, by the way.
Oh, well, you got the paperwork right there with you. Hand it to him.
Yeah, I will. I just have to get his, I can't hand it. He's in New York. I would have to get his.
He's in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He drove up here. He flew up here from New York to speak. We had a lady come up from Indiana. And we're going to network with our surrounding states and become one big coalition. Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, because they're all neighboring states. Right.
All the Midwest.
Right. So.
Well, we definitely, me and James, we tried to call y'all at the rally. We wanted to speak.
I'm sorry, my phone died.
Oh, okay, because we tried. We called.
We will do it. We will plan on at the Cleveland one, okay? We'll put you on a loudspeaker. I don't know if people will be able to hear it, we'll see. But I'll have to give you the exact time and then put it on my timer so I know to listen, because if it's noisy and so I won't hear the phone ring.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably what the problem was.
Mm-hmm.
So
we still rolling live?
Yeah, and make sure you give everybody your contact information.
I will. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have everybody go and put it on JPay and email.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, everybody, you could download JPay if you don't already have it, and then you put in, when you sign up, you have to sign up. Though if you don't have it, you put your name and email and stuff. But when you go to add contacts, you put the state in Ohio and his ID number, and his name Donnell Parker will pop up. Okay.
330-319.
What is it?
330-319.
Okay, you heard that, everybody. And if you would like to help him, go ahead.
The address is P.O. Box 8107, Mansfield, Ohio, 44901.
Okay.
Donnell Parker,
Right.
330-319.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll be up there in the springtime for the reentry conference. We didn't get to go this year due to COVID-19.
Well, hopefully you can get back in here so we can sit down and talk.
Yeah.
Dialogue.
Yeah. Last time they took a picture with us with our banner and stuff. It was really neat.
Hopefully I'll be there real shortly. We can really kick it off.
Yeah, you might be home by then. Who knows? Who knows? You could be home.
Yeah. Because I really need you guys, because when I walk out that door, I've lost half of my family for being here so long.
Right.
And the other half, I don't really know them because I've been gone so long.
Right. It's sad though,
Yes, we lose so much. It's just not the time that we lose.
Right.
Like what I'm saying, my family, like my grandmother, my grandfather, my father, my aunt, my mother, everybody's passed on. And here it is. They didn't see me walk out the door.
Right.
And I feel some type of way about that because I've lost things that I'll never get again.
Right.
When you lose, it's not even about, financial gain. It's about, your history, your culture, who you are as a person.
Right.
The things I wanted to ask my family members before they passed away about their life, that I never got the opportunity.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
So, it's like I take this fight personally.
Right.
Yeah, because I've literally lost almost everything. One thing I still have is my mind, my body, and my soul. That's the only thing that I have left.
Right.
Everything else is basically gone, So, I got my God,
Your God is what's going to get you home. Remember that.
Yeah, that's
Your faith, your prayer life, and doing the right thing. All that plays in.
You have 1 minute
Okay.
remaining.
Call me sometime during the week so we just can talk, okay?
Okay, will you let me,
Any day. Yeah, I will send you all the stuff for my Facebook page and all that, okay?
send me everything so I can pass it out and I can pass it on to my family.
Okay, brother.
What that I have. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, everybody, for listening. And God bless. And hope this situation is at God's speed.
Okay. Good night, brother. It's sad when you start hearing these people that are these people that are really it's really sad. But it's happening. Okay, everyone. Our website is www.changestartswithusohio.org. Again, that is www.changestartswithusohio.org. If you'd like to send us a check, money order, or cash, you could mail it to 1141 Oakwood Avenue, Columbus, Ohio 43206. Everybody have yourself a great evening, and remember, we have innocent people we got to fight for.